Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Hijinks Handlebars. Woo! Except currently hiatus in Handlebars. I just want to address a few things like right out the gate here. Just going to say that out right up front. Last week Thursday.
Wow.
Okay. Time's weird. Jonas and I played in a game with Adam Coble. That morning, the information of like everything that had happened with him had come out. We weren't completely like privy to what had gone on, but I, at least myself, had like read into it and knew generally what had happened. This was an event that was set up for a charity organization for Treehouse, and it was hard to navigate figuring out exactly how that was going to go. We basically decided that doing the event for the charity was the most important thing at that time. Participated in the game, and afterwards, even more and more information had come out about that. I won't get into it too much. I'm going to do a little bit of content warning here for sexual assault and everything. But basically, Adam Coble ran a game where, as a GM, where one of the player characters in the game got into a situation with one of the NPCs, and that NPC proceeded to take advantage of that character and sexually assault them. There seemed to have been a huge, wild assumption and miscommunication on Adam's part. I don't condone that shit at all. In any situation like that, kind of thing does not belong at the table, whether it's like remote or you're face-to-face, or especially if you're streaming, because subjecting your players to that is awful, and subjecting the people watching is awful. So the reason I really wanted to address this is because I didn't want that to go by without Jonas or I saying something. Jonas said something on Twitter, which I thought was really good.
Thread about it.
There's a good thread about it, but I hadn't personally said anything yet. And part of that was that like I didn't know what my voice in the conversation would even do. There were a lot of other people saying things a lot better than I think I could have. People who are more directly related to the situation that people needed to be listening to. The player that it happened to, like, made a video detailing everything, and you should check that out. But since I did participate in that game, and we are now playing Dungeon World, which is a game designed in part mostly by Adam Coble, I just wanted to get that out of the way. It should be taken really seriously. It seems like Adam's taking it seriously, but I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt. So I will wait to see what happens in the future. As of right now, don't harass anybody who is trying to hold him accountable, because they're like, why would you do that? And on top of that, don't go out of your way to try to prop him up, because it seems like he knows that's not the thing to do right now. So if you are a fan of his, try to follow after what he's doing, and don't prop him up during this situation where he did something critically very, very bad. It could be incredibly damaging. I believe it has been incredibly damaging, both to the players, the people involved, the people who watch the stream, and also the people who have been in the discourse, and all of us. So take that very seriously. I do. The last thing I'm going to say on it is, like, as a GM, my biggest problem with this entire thing is I have no idea how you could possibly ever get to a point where you would feel like that was okay. And that is the main thing that super bugs me about what happened, because I had played with Adam before as a GM, and he went out of his way, and a lot of people say this, but he went out of his way to make it seem like and like feel like it was very safe for me as a player. Like he laid out all of like the safety tools, and he told me like this and that is like, and at least in the sphere on Twitter and things like that, he seemed and presented as though he was very conscious and progressive, and really cared about that stuff. And it's clear that he didn't. And that seemed a little bit of a surprise to himself as much as it was to everybody else. But really, I don't give a shit what was a surprise to him, because that if you're going to surprise yourself thinking that that sort of behavior and bringing sexual assault into a game and laughing through it and not talking to your players or anything beforehand or during or anything, if you think that's okay, then the thing I just keep coming back to is that I do not know how a person would even get there. I don't know how that would even pop into your head as a thing that would be okay. And that is what is like the most kind of scary for me about the situation. That is like a bigger question for Adam for himself than the rest of everything. So, I mean, like, even if a player like wanted to like kind of go that direction in a very like serious, grounded like tabletop game, and there was like just an enormous amount of communication, I still, especially not for a stream, think that I would be comfortable even going there. Like, and there might be people who could explore that in a way that is completely like constructive and positive, and in a way that could be very like positive for the players and everyone involved. But that takes years and years and years of knowing each other, and like so much trust and so much communication, and prepping your audience and prepping everyone, and knowing that like that is something that is on the table from the beginning. It's just like, it seems like a like 0.01% chance of that ever being handled properly. So don't even, especially don't go there out of the blue with no one knowing what you're doing. That was a horrible experience for those people, and he did a horrible thing. So by playing Dungeon World, I like the game. We were getting ready to do this miniseries with Dungeon World. I still think it is a good game. There's merit to it, but I don't want to condone anything that Adam did. I don't want to feel like we're promoting it all, what he's doing and what he did. And hopefully you wouldn't see it that way. And hopefully you can still enjoy this with us. If that becomes a problem for you, please reach out to me. We could probably figure out a way around it if it is actually like super something that makes you uncomfortable. So just reach out if you need to, and I'll do my regular content warning on top of this. So thanks for sitting through that. The regular content warning is the show is primarily almost 99.9% improvised. So there are things like subjects that might come up that we aren't sure are actually going to come up or not. We can't really plan for certain things. I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know what my players are going to do. But we are not edgy. We're not going out of our way to offend people. In fact, we're doing the opposite when we can. We're going as far as we can to remain as open and positive and progressive as possible. Though in the past we have touched on serious topics, and not everything that makes people uncomfortable or could be found triggering for certain people are necessarily like offensive. There are a lot of things that are personal to you, and I just want you to be safe above all else. If something comes up on the stream and it is making you uncomfortable, it's something that you don't know that you can handle, please shut the stream off. Please, if you're watching it in the YouTube videos, pause the video, step away from it. If you want to continue watching the show and you feel I just need to get past that one part, reach out to us on social media. We'll try to get you the information that you need without the things that you don't want to hear. So just be careful with yourself first and foremost. We are playing a game. We are a show. We are for entertainment. You should not be putting yourself in danger by watching us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello, Geeklies. I saw you all rate us.
Oh, hi. Yeah. Okay, cool. Well, with all that said,
cool. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, so this is
welcome.
Thank you so much. This is Hijinks Handlebars. We are generally Hijinks Handlebars. We are a continuous long-running campaign using the Kids on Bikes system. If you don't know what Kids on Bikes is, if Dungeons and Dragons is Lord of the Rings, then Kids on Bikes is Stranger Things. Our show primarily is kids in a small town having adventures and misadventures with supernatural experiences. We're now remote. We weren't before. We were live in the room with each other. And given the technical experiences and stuff with all of the players and myself, we didn't feel comfortable going forward with that campaign as it was. So we are taking a side little excursion here, playing Dungeon World as a mini series for the time being, and we just had our last episode last week. So if you're hopping in right now, this is actually pretty good. We're going to catch you up. I'm going to do a recap, and everything's going to be super chill.
New story.
We're just going to get going. Okay. That said, I wanna do the recap right now, and then one other thing. Does that sound good to everybody?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's intro ourselves. Let's do it. Cool. So I'm William, they, them. I am the GM for Hijinks and Handlebars.
My name is Jonas, they, them, and I play the Salamander Immolator Bowser on Hiatus and Handlebars Dungeon World.
I am Sam Richardson, he, him, and I'm currently playing Ladislaus Demure, a half-elf who uses she, her pronouns this session. She is gender fluid.
And a druid.
Yeah, she's a druid. She's great. I love her.
Let's do Spencer next.
Hello, hi, my name is Spencer LaBelle. I will be Danail, who is an Eladrin thief.
I'm Franny, and I'm going to be playing Brunner, the human paladin, who's the baby of the group. And they go by they, them.
And I'm Chris. I go by he, him. You might know me as Tanamato. I'm playing a character named Din Din.
Aww.
And I'm a fighter.
Okay, yeah.
Big bird fighter person.
Cool.
Din Din, you're a pelican, right?
Yes, I'm a pelican person.
I mean, we could have waited for it to come up in the show, but I guess no, it's okay. Cool. No, I love it. I love it.
It is not accurate to say that he is a pelican, so we will come to it in the show. It's a little bit more nuanced.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
He's not a pelican. He's our dad.
There's a lot of birds in this show.
Pelican man.
So what happened last time? Hijinks and Handlebars. So we started with Danail and Dowser and Lass going to a tower, rushing to a tower, following a wispy, smoky ghoul that had just kidnapped their sibling Brenner and also their foster father Din Din. They came to the tower just as the doors were closing, and on the outside of this jagged, almost falling apart tower with a storm raging above and the waves crashing below, around the corner came a minotaur that was between them and this stone bridge that would lead to this tower. They weaseled their way through this encounter.
Barely.
Minotaur.
Talk it off the bridge.
Yeah, Dowser basically convincing it that there was treasure off of the bridge. And so it
like this treasure, so cool.
Yeah, just a cool treasure in it, and
it
ended up falling off of the bridge and to its demise. They all made their way inside of the tower. Just on the outside, right before they got in, there was a door that they just needed to push, but they decided to check for traps, which good for them. There were traps. And Lass turned into an ant, went inside and disabled the mechanism for the trap. They opened the door and immediately started having darts just shot at them by enemies that they couldn't see, maybe shrouded in darkness. Who knows? Lass turned into a hummingbird, flew up to the top of the tower with Lass's familiar, which is a condor, correct?
Yeah, it is a mix between a great Andean condor and a Badalur eagle, but significantly bigger than both of those human earth animals.
Human animals.
Human animals.
Human animals. That's what I am.
Danail and Dowser stayed below, continuing to get pelted by darts. Danail
Sorry,
tried,
I just abandoned you.
Danail tried to turn Dowser invisible to make the combat more to their side, and
a little less one-sided
in their favor, but completely failed the spell. Continuing to cast it, but for
Danail is again a thief.
Yeah,
Cast magic.
For some reason, even though it was cast, Dowser was not invisible. And then suddenly they both heard steps running towards them, and they couldn't see the enemies. Oh wait, I wonder why. And they were all invisible. They started like just stabbing and running towards them. While up top, at the top of the tower, Lass was looking for something to drop down that would be very heavy to crush all of their enemies, and found this section of the tower that was falling apart with the stone and the rubble and the boulders and stuff. And with the help of Lass's condor, they pulled these boulders out, but didn't have control of them, and they just plummeted to the bottom of the tower. One of them just crushing Dowser, just crushing Dowser. But Lass was able to hummingbird fly down to the bottom of the tower before the boulders were able to hit, and formed back into the humanoid human elf self, and was able to push Danail out of the way before the boulders completely crushed him as well.
I guess I've sort of tipped my hand on which sibling I like the best.
Did we emphasize the point where we nearly all fell off the bridge outside to our deaths? So it's just been hit after hit after hit after hit.
There's a lot of.
Dowser was never in danger.
We're so good at this.
And then all of the enemies were crushed except for one, which was then quickly disposed of. I think someone just stabbed it.
I think that was Danail.
Shoot people.
Oh, you just shot. Yeah, you just shot at the person with the bow. Yeah,
it's a very casual Han Solo hand crossbow. Thunk! Get out of here.
They took a little bit of a rest to heal up for a moment, and while that was happening, Danail climbed to the top of the tower with the help of the condor. Can you tell me the condor's name again before I just keep saying the condor over and over again?
Well, I can't tell you the condor's name, but Lass calls it Srogi.
Okay,
that's Srogi.
Srogi. Okay. All right. Cool. So Srogi.
Also, it's not her condor. It's her own. The condor is its own condor.
Sure. Thank you for the clarification. Danail found a magic opening at the top of this tower where it seemed to have just been a ceiling that led to another room. When the other two finally got back up there with Danail pointed this out, and before stepping through, needed a little bit of guidance from a spirit that he tried to conjure. Again, really failing that roll. failing to cast that spell, and conjured a harmful specter that sucked life out of him, but in exchange for the information, possibly, that Danail was seeking, that in the other room, up above, there was a knight prepared to kill whoever came through, a priest who had a dagger that was ready to plunge it into their sibling, Brenner, who was laying unconscious on a slab in the middle of the room, Din, their foster father, in the corner, unconscious as well. They entered with this information, having the upper hand, taking care of the knight with magic and fighting and fire and all sorts.
And Srogi.
Lass with Srogi going in and taking care of the priest, snatching the dagger out of the priest's hands just in time to save Brenner, and handled the situation pretty quickly, honestly. And finally, alone with the priest after the knight had been taken care of, were sort of discussing why they had done what they did. And basically what they said was, we needed to finish the ritual because no matter what is coming will come. But if we had sacrificed this child, at least we could have controlled it. And at that point, they lit the priest on fire.
Yeah, I think that was Dowser.
And shot it with an arrow. And I think you also said, I want to get in on this, Sam.
But then I backtracked.
Okay, all right. Gotcha. So
I did steal that dagger, though.
That's right, and you stole the dagger, which we'll get back to.
Okay.
Lastly, after the priest had met his demise, the room was shrouded in black, marbled up against the wall, and that black shattered, releasing specters and demons and all sorts of villainous creatures cascading into the room, peeling life from our heroes as they stood, only 2 moments later be blazed away by a white light emanating from Brenner, floating in the middle of the room, and then collapsing back on the table.
Brenner. Lass is gonna run over to Brenner.
Daddy Din Din. Daz is gonna run over to Din Din.
Danail is going to reload his hand crossbow and say, now, I'd just like to make a very clear point. I know I'm always saying ask every possible question before you shoot, but in the scenarios when you have asked at least one question they have confirmed they're going to kill your sibling, please shoot first. And then I'm going to go help Din Din.
William, how does Brenner look?
Brenner looks all right.
Okay.
Nothing, no, like, it doesn't seem like Brenner is damaged at all. It just seems like they had fallen unconscious and are just waking up.
Are you all right? The ghosts, and you were almost killed. And I think Lass is still kind of brandishing that dagger. And she says, look at this. They were going to kill you with this. Sorry, that's a little insensitive.
Brenner is just, I think, as if waking up from a really deep sleep, rubbing eyes and sorry. Hi. Oh, you're all here.
Yeah, I got a big bird.
Oh my gosh.
Someone say Big Bird. What's going on?
Can we get a description really quick of what exactly you look like, Din Din?
Oh yeah, Din Din is a giant pelican person. Like what's not a kenku, but
Aarakocra?
an aarakocra. Yeah,
Like a developer.
Yeah.
So it's not just your head; it's your whole body. Is
Oh wait, no, maybe more like a kenku. Yeah, because I have thingies.
you're just a person with like a bird head.
Yeah, like a BoJack character.
Like a BoJack character.
Nice.
Well, we met
who's that on me? Get off of me! And then I throw Danail off. Like what's going on?
Across the room.
Okay, they took you right out of from here. Hang on. Danail's gonna pull from his belt a very small vial. Here, I'm gonna give you a few drops of oil to target. It'll help you relax. They kind of beat you pretty heavily.
Why do I need to relax? What's going on?
Because you're bruised in so many places.
Daddy Din Din, I can
Hey,
feel
Din Din.
you were stressed it out.
Thank you, I guess. What's going on here?
Well, you're welcome, I guess.
Who should I be mad at?
The dead guy and the other dead guy.
Yeah, everybody you be mad at is dead, so just be happy, Dad.
You killed people?
No, they just kind of died.
Oh,
Well, the what? Well, okay, the Minotaur technically wasn't.
You're gonna parlay.
Parlay to lie to my father. 7?
A 7.
A 7.
On a 7 to 9. For parlay. So here's the deal. This is what I'm going to do, Chris. You have final say whether or not this parlay works, regardless of the roll. So it doesn't matter. But if you do let Dowser lie to you for some reason, I will give you advantage on your next roll.
gotcha.
Okay. So on a 7 to 9, they need some concrete assurance of your lie right now. So what have we got?
Dowser shows his hands. He doesn't have any weapons. How could he possibly kill someone?
Sound logic. Did one of your siblings do it?
Yeah, I killed a lot of people today, Dad.
Yeah, Danail did it. But we're all
They were gonna
sorry.
Yeah, it
kill
was all
Brenner.
Danail. It was all Danail.
Danail did it.
Sort of me and my big bird.
Well, I expect you to learn that bird's name. You Lass? Going by Lass
Yes.
today?
Last for now, yeah.
Do you mean Big Bird Strogi?
Of course I know Strogi.
Oh yeah,
Mm-mm.
I call her Strogi.
Good bird. I like him.
You all hear lightning.
Sounds like
from
something you can eat.
the storm. Just enormous lightning, one right after the other, after the other, after the other. You're hearing like this thunder that just feels like it is extreme. It's booming loud and then starts getting quieter, almost as if something is crashing right outside of the tower and then like zipping into the distance. You're hearing it go upwards.
Dad, can we all go home now? I think the tower is a bad place to be.
Wait, I want to see what's going on. William, can I use shapeshifter?
I mean, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna shapeshift into a hummingbird. I think I'm liking the hummingbird form.
Yeah, the hummingbird is good.
Taking the hummingbird. That is a 3+ wisdom, 5 total. So it says, let's see. On a miss, hold 1. So I get to do one thing only my animal form can do, in addition to whatever the GM says. So I think you can impose some sort of something on this shift.
I can impose something on the shift.
Yeah.
You have your own head.
Wait, what did you turn into otherwise?
A hummingbird.
A hummingbird?
Wait.
A little smaller, but too big for a hummingbird still.
So barely
Okay,
Okay,
but
one follow-up question. Neck, is Last able to hold her head up right now?
It sounds like barely.
Yeah, barely.
I'm picturing it like, you know how those people they balance like the spinning plate on the stick, where they kind of have to like keep moving the stick to like.
Oh, I
balance
see. Like
the-
you just like.
Yeah, I have to keep moving my body to balance, and my head, like shifting my head to like balance on top of the wings.
Yeah.
I think glass is scary at this time.
It didn't really work. I'm gonna go see what's happening, and I zip out up outside to see what's going on.
So you pull up through like a crack in the foundation of this tower that all of you are in, and as you pass through this, we spread out to a wide away from you, where you see the sky is completely lit up by this lightning and this surge of energy. You look across the sky; it's black except for this lightning, and you see that in 4 other locations that are all hitting the sky right above you, and your lightning is coming directly from the tower going straight up.
So real quick, so the lightning is coming from the tower and 4 other locations and going into the black sky?
Yes. And
Okay.
all
Okay,
of
and
the
it's
lightning
continuing.
is
It's like an electrical.
yeah.
At one point.
It's continuously going and surges every once in a while. So like you get another like strike and another strike, but there's like a continuous like.
Okay.
Just to make sure, if I can just to make sure the specific individual lightning is coming up from the tower, is it like it's coating the side? Is it from like a pinpoint on the roof?
It's like a pinned point on the roof. Yes.
Oh, cool. So don't stand there.
I'm gonna zip back inside. That will be my one hold. Will just be to go zip out and check what's going on.
Okay.
So I zip back inside and turn back into my half elven form, and I say, "It looks like we're the lightning,
The lightning?
and 4 other places. I think maybe it's a bad thing, and maybe we should destroy this tower."
You don't think lightning will destroy the tower if we just wait long enough?
Well, either way, we should get out of it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think now that we have Dad and Brenner, we should go home and have a sleep and let somebody else take care of the lightning.
Yeah. I mean.
Brenner, sorry, Dinton, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't do anything dangerous, and let's just go home and make some food. Yeah.
Well, if we hadn't done anything dangerous, you would still be trapped up here in the tower with those ghost people, and Brenner would be dead.
That is
That's
true.
the point.
If we don't do anything dangerous, then we don't really get to have any valor. Actually, I'm thinking, you think Indian that dealing lightning in the tower is a dangerous thing?
Yeah, sorry, Dindin.
I'm gonna go look at the lightning. I'm gonna try to climb up onto the roof. Does there's a way from in here, William?
Yeah. I mean, like you see some like loose bricks and stone in the side of the tower, and you can just like push them out and like climb up.
Cool. Scurry up there.
Onto. Yeah.
Yeah, I want.
Wait.
I do want you
are
to
we not on the top
to
of the
do it. You're not on the top of the tower.
We're inside.
You're inside the top of the tower.
We're in like the topmost room.
Yeah, you have a cone roof right now.
Okay, I get you. Top floor, not roof.
Yeah, as much as I wish there was a good argument for something other than strength, there's not really a better defy danger for climbing it. I mean, would you accept Constitution or wisdom to find the?
No, I would take dexterity or strength.
Sure, I'll roll dexterity. I'll kind of acrobat my way up a little bit, more than just straight.
Dindin, be careful.
Dindin.
Nope, not Dindin. Dowser. You all have D names.
7, William.
I don't understand what you mean. Just like
Yeah.
nobody.
We lost the end.
Oh, well, the joke was I referred to you as Disla, including the D in your name as well. It was very clever. You made it uproariously. Whenever we have a moment, I'm also going to some lore.
Okay. I mean, you might not, given what's about to happen. When you act despite imminent threat or suffer a calamity, say how you deal with it and roll. That's defy danger. What we have here is on a 7 to 9, you stumble, hesitate, or flinch. The GM will offer you a worse outcome, hard bargain, or ugly choice. Yeah, so you get to the top. You get to the top of the roof. You're going to see what you're looking for. You're going to see everything that that last just saw. You see that lightning surging from the top of the tower. And then one of the shingles, the tiles on the top of the tower, splits off as you're stepping on it, and you start sliding down the roof of the tower. And you slide all the way because it's raining and it's slippery, and you have nothing to grip onto. As
my skin is very, very smooth.
You're picking up speed, and then you at the last minute you catch on this like gutter rail on the edge of the tower as you see over the edge of it, looking all the way down to the ocean, sea crashing below.
What did I see at the top?
What did you need to see? What are you looking for?
I wanted to see where the lightning was. I mean, by my understanding, striking, I guess, more than anything. I want to see what's going on with this lightning.
Yeah, go for it. Let's roll. Yeah, let's do. Well, I'll give you that on the defy danger because you
did say I see what I want.
Yeah, you see what you want to see. You actually see a small like symbol on the very top of the tower that matches a symbol that's on the dagger.
Okay.
And that seems to be like either conducting this lightning or sending this lightning.
A symbol like on the floor, like a rune kind of situation.
No, it's like you know those on like farms, like the spinny
symbol lightning rod,
the spinny rooster lightning rod.
A weather vane.
Yeah.
Yes, like that. It's like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Dowser is just hanging from the gutter and saying, "Oh, okay, you're right, Daddy Dindin. This is a very danger, and Dowser could use some help now."
Yeah. Are we in range to help out Dowser?
Not like. Well, yeah. I mean, like, yeah. You can go. Anybody can go and try to help Dowser.
Yeah, of course. What would I roll?
How big is Dowser?
What was that, Franny?
How big is Dowser?
How big is Dowser?
Dowser is just shy of 3 feet tall, and basically a giant red salamander with very smooth skin, and a big poncho right. And also a helmet that is has axe blades on the side of it.
Cool. Thanks for the physical's.
It's not a big poncho. It's Danail's poncho. It's like 4 feet too tall.
Danail's 7 feet tall?
Hey, I exaggerated. In his head, he's like 5'6".
Yeah.
So
Dindin,
I think you hear this calamity, and then you hear Dowser like yelling for help.
Can you some help now?
I got you.
Daddy Dindin.
And then I run in and I try to grab Dowser and pull them up.
Okay, so basically what you're seeing is there's this hole. There's this hole in the tower from where Dowser had pushed a stone out of the way to climb out, and through that hole, off a little bit, a little ways, just like a couple feet out, is the edge of the roof that is on the top of this, and that is where Dowser is hanging. So like there's, I would say there's like a 2 foot by 1.5 foot opening, like right there, where you can reach out and grab Dowser from the outside.
Okay. I want to use an ability. It's called Bend Bars, Lift Gates, and I want to use it to try to like bend something in the vicinity to kind of like help out, or
I'm with you.
yeah, bend it and make like a makeshift rope that I can pull up, basically, like out of metal or something.
If you'd like a rope, I have rope.
No, like, you know,
The
how,
nail
like,
says
like
as he unties a
grain?
knot.
No, this is some big boy stuff we're doing here, and I want sturdy, big, strong stuff.
What you
like-
could, one interpretation you could do is, since you can use pure strength to destroy an inanimate object, is like you could just punch through the wall and grab Dowser.
Can I do that?
I mean, yes, but there's also an opening.
Yeah.
Oh
That-
yeah.
that
Okay.
opening
So
that I told you
what I'm
about.
gonna do is hopefully there's a storm drain nearby where I could put my arm out, and then I'm gonna like bend it down and then pull it up.
Yeah.
I mean, could you
Here's
just bend the one I'm on up.
yeah. Yeah, you can bend you can bend the storm drain that Dowser is on,
I'm hanging
like
from one.
up and towards the hole. Yes.
Perfect.
Let's
and then
do
I
it.
roll my d6 and add strength for that, or
2d6.
2d6.
Roll
2d6.
2d6. What does your move say?
when you use pure strength to destroy an inanimate object, roll plus strength on
Aren't
a
you
10.
bending bars?
What's that?
Aren't you?
Maybe that's what this is.
Yeah. Okay. You're bending. Okay. Yeah. Go for it.
Yeah. So I roll it twice.
Do you want an extra d6?
13.
I can loan you one.
Yeah, I've got one too if you need one, Chris.
Stop.
You say
Here, just reach into the stream and grab it.
So I choose
13?
three.
What's that?
Was it 13?
Yeah, I got a 13.
You got a 13?
Yeah.
Wait, what?
With bonuses.
Isn't that possible?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You're using strength right now. Yeah. Okay. I was like, what?
12
What's your
plus 2.
strength, Chris?
Cool.
It's plus 2.
Sick.
Sweet. And then so in that case, you
You do it.
you do it. Do what you say. What you're gonna do.
Cool. It doesn't take very much time. I could fix the thing again without a lot of effort, and I guess I'm gonna put the storm drain back afterwards.
Okay. Cool.
Make it neat and tidy.
Daddy Dindin
And
is
I
a
clean up
responsible
after
citizen.
myself after picking Dowser up.
Dad, you're such the hero. I'm going to ride onto your shoulders until we get to the home now. There's some kind of symbol up on the roof. It was the one that was on the dagger. The dagger?
Good job, kid.
Last has a dagger.
You got to be more careful, by the way.
I said your child has a weapon and you tell me to be careful. I'm surely fine. All weapons are Dowser.
It is not unorthodox for your kids to have weapons. Just so
mean
we
I
know.
don't.
I imagine they're taking. They're starting to take up after the family, profession of being
Nailed the
adventurous.
cop.
What's that?
I said Daniel's a cop.
Oh,
Wow.
dang!
This
I don't know how I feel
probably
about that.
Real quick.
I'm not
I
a
would like.
pig.
I want to clarify real quick. Dindin, you probably have not. If this is all right with you, William, you probably have not seen Lass for a little while because Lass was away on like a soul searching thing, and has brought Srogi back with her. Like this is a new addition to the family.
Oh, this is okay. Well, I like the new one. Is this like did everybody have a family get together without me?
Where we a little bit just to come and save for you.
Well, I heard you were in danger, so I had to come after you.
Well.
Everyone sort of said you had I basically like got home, dropped my bags, and everyone was like, "Yeah, our dad got stolen."
Like just now.
I over Shadow Brenner got stolen too, and are you feeling okay, Brenner? Do you know what we're going to do with you?
No, I don't remember much.
Brenner!
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's not all about you, Dad. I just feel like I'm very groggy right now. Brenner's holding an umbrella, and is kind of just fixing their hair. They don't like to get their hair wet. I mean, not that it's raining, but you know, there's lightning, so you never know.
It is raining.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and Brenner's just very wide-eyed at the moment. It's just one of those, you know, when especially little kids, just when they wake up, like immediately, you can just tell because they're just like, so everything has just been very like dazed for Brenner, but they're very much paying attention to the whole thing. No, yeah, I'm fine. I guess I'm still. It's great seeing y'all. I feel like we're still in a dream, even though I know we're not. But so Dad and I were kidnapped, and then I was gonna be sacrificed.
Yeah, that's about right. But then you banished all the ghosts, and we killed the ritual people, so everything seemed to be okay.
Well, except for the fact that the ritual is clearly ongoing, just to establish.
Oh, right. We definitely need to get out of this tower.
I want to go home. Dowser does.
Me too, Dowser. I'm very hungry.
Here, give me 1 second. Danail's going to reach into. He has a couple tubes on his left hip as a holster. He's going to pop one open, and it's sealed for a clean, dry rag. They have other purposes, but here, you can dry your hair with these, Brenner.
We're inside. It's fine.
If everyone wants, Srogi can probably get us all down from the tower one by one.
I would like to try one last thing. Dowser, I have a request for you.
Dowser's ready.
You saw a rune or a weather vane on top. Do you think, since it's a conical roof, do you think you could shoot a firebolt or something through the underside, and maybe we can disrupt the rune?
William's face.
With a firebolt to the roof. Dowser can try. Dowser doesn't do a firebolt, but I can do like a fireball, or I can do like a fire slingshot. Dowser's gonna do like a fire slingshot.
Okay, everyone back up. Everyone back up.
Everyone back up. Yeah.
Also. Well, just for a second, I thought, what if this causes all of us to explode? Maybe we should get out of the tower first. But you know what, Dowser, go.
Cool. I'm rolling to summon my burning brand.
Cool.
Okay. That is a 9. So on a 7 to 9, I can choose one from this list. I'm going to choose. Well. Throne near is the biggest range that I have available to me. I don't know how near is.
Near is within arms reach. Like okay. Near is like but well, wait, throne.
Throne near is the tag I can add to it.
Okay. Well, then maybe near is not within arm's reach.
Because yeah, so I have. Here's the thing: it comes with touch, and then there is hand and throne, near. Those are the two options I have to me.
Okay.
Available to me.
I think you could just.
We're in this room, right? Like, I think it makes sense that you could hit the ceiling.
It's useful for attacking at range when you can see the whites of their eyes. Okay, yeah. So you can, if you can see like at least enough detail of like. Yes, this
Cool.
you can do that.
Hang on, do you need a boost? I'm 7 feet tall. I pick up Bowser by the waist.
Okay, bring me back down to the ground and hold me there. And then on 3, you're going to toss me up, and then I'm going to shoot the fire spin.
Oh, it's been so long since we played this game. I remember doing it with Brenner. And I just rolled a 10 plus 1 to aid.
Okay, great. So you're gonna get a +1.
Cool. So I'm going to roll to shoot this sling as I'm being thrown into the air.
Cool. I mean, I feel like this is a volley.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That is a with the +1. That's an 8.
With a +1, that's an 8.
Mhm.
Okay, so volley. When you take aim and shoot at an enemy or a target, roll plus dex. On a 7 to 9, choose one. You have to move to get the shot, placing you in danger of the GM's choice. You have to take what you can get, minus 1d6 damage. I think essentially what that's going to mean is you're going to like loosen it, but it's not going to come to
Well,
you.
there's one that is
and you have
I
to
use
take
more ammo, right?
You have to take several shots, reducing your reducing your ammo.
Cool.
But you only have one shot, right?
No, I get 3 uses when I summon it.
That's on a 10 plus, though, isn't it?
No. So it comes with fiery touch, dangerous, and 3 uses.
Okay,
so
cool.
I'll use 2 of those uses instead of 1.
Sweet, sounds good.
Also, Jonas, did you just add your dex to that attack? Because
Yeah.
I think you can use your intelligence. Just reading the Burning Brand move, you may treat your intelligence as your strength or dex.
You're correct. That is an option available to me.
If it changes the outcome,
it does not.
Oh, no.
But that's good. Yeah. So you shoot this sling, this fire sling up, and you hit the center of the coned roof above you. Suddenly, a piece of metal starts to collapse as the roof is breaking around it, and it falls down towards you. You know,
I did not choose to put myself in danger, so I don't want to be in danger. So
That's not what I was gonna
Okay,
say.
cool,
Okay,
cool. Yeah.
I was gonna say you can either catch it or let it hit the ground.
Yeah. I'll
catch it.
I think I'm gonna focus more on just like landing myself.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you you see this, it like lands on the slab that was in the center of the room, probably right next to Brenner. And then and then the roof, the coned roof just dissolves around you, and you are all being rained on now.
Hey, William, is that thing just still sitting on the slab? The weather vane?
I mean, it just landed there. Yeah.
Can I grab it?
You sure can.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go stand under Brenner's umbrella.
Okay, first.
You're the
Who
one
wants
who
to ride with Srogi?
Hold on. You have the dagger, right?
Yes, I have the dagger.
Okay, when you grab the weather vane, and that bolt of electricity surging from the top of it starts coming and emanating from your body and shooting up into the sky.
That's not great.
All of you can now see the sky is opening up. It had been opening up already. From actually they look so small, like you would almost mistake them for the rain. They are so far away, but you start seeing creatures flying out from this opening in the sky, creatures that you've never seen before. And now you are seeing claws peeling open the sky in front of you as the head of a monstrous, decrepit dragon starts to pierce through the sky.
Sorry.
Drop it!
Closer.
We're getting out of here.
Wait.
I'd like to say hi.
To the dragon?
No.
That's cool. I will go with you.
I think it's a bad idea to say hi to it's a big dragon.
It's a terrible idea. Don't say
The
hi to
male
dragons.
takes the knee and
Right.
is just aggressively
Hey,
flipping the
dragons.
spellbook.
Excuse me. Are you all judging a book by its cover right now?
Yes, it's
Yes,
a big
yes.
decrepit dragon.
I'm
Yeah,
judging
no
it
doubt.
a major foe that we must discuss with.
They were going to kill you
wait,
to
can
control
I-
that. You
What's
got
up?
that detail, right?
Granny, yeah.
This dragon was going to kill me?
No. The person, the priest was going to kill you to control the dragon.
Or
So
we
the
assume.
dragon is just another one of is just a pawn in this whole game.
A pawn that can eat you.
Maybe.
Just like okay,
or it's like
I want
Okay, while the pawn metaphor may be valid, that doesn't necessarily mean it's good for us to let it do the thing.
pawns can still have big scary teeth.
Pawn can be black or white.
I want to hear from Brenner.
can I so in my starting moves, would we say that we're on a quest right now?
Not. I mean,
Oh.
sure, yeah.
Well,
Welcome to the quest.
I think you have to undertake a perilous journey to be on a quest, but I don't know if that's I'm not positive on that. You can be on a quest right now. What's your
a
specific-
quest back home to our tuna melts?
Just tell me what you want to do.
A voice that transcends language. Like
Ooh.
that's one of the things that I chose. I want Brenner. Like, is there a way that Brenner could somehow communicate with this scary
Can I
dragon?
real quick read the full text of how the quest move for the paladin works?
Sure.
Cool. So when you dedicate yourself to a mission, so if Brenner dedicates themselves to returning us all home so we can eat our delicious tuna melts, they then have to declare what they set out to do, and then they can choose up to 2 boons, such as a voice that trans language, and then the GM what vow or vows is required to maintain this boon. So there's a couple GM options there, such as honor, temperance, piety, valor, truth, or hospitality.
Also, never mind if this is.
No,
No,
I think we can like hold off on that for now. I'll look more into that later. But for now, if you want to say you are going on a quest back home, I'm not going to be strict about that. Yeah, if you want to try and talk to the dragon, you can. I will say, this thing is very, very far away and doesn't even know you're there. So
It's not like coming at us.
it's not. Yeah, it's clawing its way out of this portal in the sky that has
in
been
the sky.
Is the portal in the sky close to our house?
You're not even close to your house. But I mean, like, it's over. your
Is it
house.
okay, so it's
Like-
in the direction of our house.
It's
There.
over like everything, kind of, right?
Well, now that all of you can see it, I'll just tell you. So, like, all of you see these 4 streams of like surging energy and like lightning and stuff that are coming from like far away places that are all meeting right like centered directly above you where this tower is, and that 5th final surge of light is coming from last. That
Is this hurting Lass?
I'm sorry, what?
Is this hurting Lass?
No.
Good question.
It's coming from last, and it's shooting up into the sky, and that portal is opening like literally directly above you. This is like your city, Central. Is I'm not gonna get too heady here with like actual like the lore and stuff, because I mean, like, I don't know, I get bogged down in that kind of stuff personally myself. But you know that there are 5 cities around you that would be within range. That would make sense because they have the 5 pillars. This tower being like an old forgotten one. And the cities are Novray, Evram, Sor, Way, and Sendral. And if you need an easier way to remember that, it's Novray is north, Evram is east, Sor is south, and Way is west, and you are Sendral, which is just center.
Cool.
Effectively. So it is likely that you could discern that those other pillars, those other lights are coming from those cities. So currently this portal is opening like directly above your city of Sendral, which where you live kind of just on the outskirts of, which is where your home is, this small sort of like country home where all of you live. You have run from there to come to this tower because you were kidnapped, Brenner, and so was Din Din. You were both taken, and they chased you down to catch up with you and find you.
I just really want to know why they kidnapped Din Din if they only needed Brenner.
Good question.
Bum bum bum. Hey William, I want to just go ahead and drop that weather vane.
Yeah, roll Defy Danger.
Oh shit.
Because you can.
Okay. What should I roll? What would this be?
Constitution, probably.
Okay.
Damn, let me drop it.
I give you a chance.
Oh, okay. So that is an 11 plus 1.
Oh, an 11 plus 1, eh? On a 10 plus, you do what you set out to. The threat doesn't come to bear. So you.
So I just drop it.
Yeah, you drop the weather vane, like you drop this, like the symbol, and it stops like surging from you, and so the.
Can Brenner pick it up?
Sure.
Brenner, it was so hard to drop that.
So Brenner picks it up and
I just floated to the sky.
Emits with a surging light, and that light shoots up to the sky.
And is so I can't remember. Maybe last said this, or this was. Am I conscious during this?
You are conscious. Yes.
Okay. Look at me.
No, put that down, Brenner.
I could light up New York City if I knew where that was.
Or what it was.
65 miles from Old York.
William, can I try to knock the weather vane out of...
Wait, hold on. I do want to do a bit from an old D&D game Jonas ran for me. I think it's called New York City.
Right. Y'all never made it.
William,
City?
I would.
Sorry, go ahead.
I would like to knock the weather vane out of Brenner's hand if I can. What would that be?
Defy Danger.
Defy Danger?
Drop the dagger first.
That is an 8 plus strength, so plus 1.
8 plus 1. So you go to. How are you going to knock it out of the hand? Just like
with my hand. Just
with your hand?
smacking it out.
As soon as your hand goes to smack, like it touches like Brenner's hand, you begin to surge yourself, and the two of you are now an energy like shooting like from both of you is going up into the sky, and you see this portal immediately start opening much faster.
Is this thing metal? This like symbol?
Yeah.
Does it seem to be?
Yeah, it seems to be made of metal. Yeah.
Those are melted.
I'm gonna jump up and put my hands on it as well.
Can you defy danger for me?
Yeah.
You're the worst party to be saving the world.
All right, that's a 7.
7 defy danger. So you also begin to surge and light up and shoot.
Dowser, just melt it! Just melt it!
I cannot unmake, but I can remake.
I would like to. I mean, I can actually unmake metal things, but I would like to, while I have my hands on it, evoke my move Handcrafted. You may use your hands in place of tools and fire to craft metal objects. Mundane weapons, armor, and metal jewelry can all be formed from the raw components. You may unmake these things as well, but to do so without time and safety might require that you defy danger first. I want to start and see what like kind of time and safety I might need. But
okay. Well, we already did a defy danger, so let's just roll off of that one. You got an 8 on that?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what's my move here?
I just defied danger, so
yeah,
it's normal.
Well, what I'm saying is like you did not succeed on the defy danger, so I'm
sure
wondering, is it Maybe I missed it when you said
It doesn't specify what
Cool.
happens. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say I'm just gonna give you a hard bargain.
Okay.
Where you're going to burn your siblings' hands if you try to.
I'm not gonna do that right
okay,
now.
cool.
We'll have time with this thing. I think. If we
All
need
right.
to.
Hey, just FYI, Lass is looking pretty rough.
Yeah.
Let go, I can undo the
no.
I will hurt you if you do not. I don't know why you don't want it.
Lass, why? What's going on? This feels great for me. I feel energized.
I'm feeling pretty bad, honestly. I think it was really only the adrenaline that was kind of keeping me going. So, I don't know, fading pretty fast, I would say. Can we get off this damn tower, please?
Maybe let go of a thing.
So Brenner drops the weather vane.
Well, defy danger.
And,
Well, you got to
hold on,
defy
hold on.
danger.
You have to defy danger.
okay.
Defy danger plus con, please.
All right, is that just 1d6?
It's 2d6
2d6 plus con.
plus your
Okay.
constitution.
Okay. And is that the okay. 7.
So you cannot drop the weather vane.
Oops, my bad, Lass.
We're stuck.
You all are being ridiculous, and then I'm gonna try to use strength to knock it out of.
First,
That is good.
yeah, I would say defy danger strength. Yeah, let's try that.
Okay, so you say defy danger strength.
Yeah, 2d6 plus strength.
Hey, Danelle, you want to get a hand on this thing too?
It's called Mage Hand, idiots.
Oh no. 4.
Oh God, Din Din!
Wait, hold on. 4?
Yeah, I got snake eyes.
Din Din!
Oh, I'm so sorry, Spencer. I know you were about to use Mage Hand. Which would honestly wonderful idea to use Mage Hand. But Din Din comes over and is like, quit goofing around. And goes in to like smack it out of all your hands and then just like stops and like your body surges, Din Din, and a final blast of energy shoots up from you from all 4 of you, and like that light like blows through the entire room like horizontally, knocking the stone walls over, knocking you all onto the ground, and you start to feel the tower rumbling. And you look up in the sky, and that portal, not only have all of the other pillars stopped shooting their energy, but it is wide open, and that dragon just barrels right through.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Let's get this party started.
Brenner, that was bad.
Wait.
I
Spencer had a
think.
hand up.
Did you have a hand up because you were
I was
acting,
blocking.
or-
Danail was blocking
Oh.
himself from the light. It was
Oh,
quite
okay,
odd
good.
as the
It was
narrative
acting.
depicted.
It was acting. Again, you all feel a rumbling. What would you like to do?
Can we move now?
Now it's time to go, maybe.
Everyone, I can get us all down from the tower for quick. William, I want to shapeshift into a condor, and I want me and Srogi to just start getting people down.
Heal your sister first. Can I throw a potion to Wes?
Yes, you can.
Hold
I'll tell you what I
on.
rolled, William, and just
Hold
listen as
on.
this is-
Do you know what the tags for Aboshin are?
No.
Do they have tags?
No, not the healing ones that we get.
Nope.
Just as one healing potion.
One healing potion.
While you're looking that up, William, borrow part of your brain. When the lightning stops, are we able to control holding and not holding the rune, the symbol?
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing anything anymore.
Yeah, because the portal's wide. We just like let the portal be open now.
Okay, for a healing potion, when you drink an entire healing potion, heal yourself of 10 damage or remove 1 debility, your choice. You still have a debility.
Oh yeah, that's on con. So that's why
So-
there.
That's all right.
I just go ahead and heal for 10.
You have to drink it.
Okay,
You
I'm
want to take
drinking
a moment to drink it?
it. Are there consequences if I take a moment to drink it? Then
Yes, there are.
Then no.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna tell you what I rolled now, which is
Cool.
2 6s plus 2.
Okay. I'm assuming that's defy danger.
No, that's shapeshift.
Shapeshift. Oh,
I'm turning
okay.
into a big old condor and getting
That's right,
these
that's
fools down off the tower.
Cool. Well, let's. I want to defy danger. Probably dexterity or strength, something to by getting out of the way or acting fast. Acting fast. So dexterity. Defy danger, dexterity. I need you to roll that for basically how well you and Strogi handle getting people off of the tower.
Cool.
I want you to roll with advantage because your shapeshift was so baller.
Yeah.
Also, when you're coordinating with Strogi, you get to use add their bonus or something, right?
Yeah.
So when I think I add their.
It's like cunning.
Hang on.
I believe that is listed as a stat.
But which. It depends what I'm doing. I think with Defy Danger, I don't actually add anything.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's
I
what
don't think so, but I'm giving you got advantage though. So go for it.
Cool. So 3d6 and then take the highest 2, correct?
Correct.
Cool. 4 and a 2 for the first roll. Rerolling the 2. That is a 5. So a 9 plus. You said dexterity?
Yes.
So that is a 0. So 9 total.
Okay. Wait. What?
Anyone want to aid?
What's your strength on this?
I do.
Strength is 1.
Strength
Plus
is
1.
1.
And Brenna does want to aid.
I might. I could see strength being because that's like powering through. I could see strength also being something I could use right now. So if you want to do that, we can get it and make it a 10.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the 10.
Okay. So if that's the case, then both you and Strogi can take 1 each, and get them off of the tower.
Can I take? Is it possible that because Dowser is so small, I can put them on my back and take someone else in my talons?
If you were going to do that, you'd have to take 2 small people. So I would say if you're going to do that, take Dowser and take Brenner.
Okay. Those 2 are the ones I'm going to take then. And then Strogi can grab either Dindin or Danail, who thinks they've got the better shot.
Dindin goes first. Take that first.
No, I'm not going before my kid.
Quick, we need to make a decision quickly.
I'm going to slap a rag that is soaked in oil and tag it over Dindin's face for a moment. This
Can
is
I
a
contest
thief
this?
move. Possibly.
What is this?
Boy. So
this is a thief move. I actually don't know if I need to roll. So I want to apply oil of Taggett to send Dindin into a light sleep so that we can get Strogi on, which would probably the jostling would wake Dindin up very briefly. I just need to
chloroforming Dindin?
Dad needs to get off this tower. Dad's in danger.
Okay. Again, I'm going to leave this decision up to Chris. Chris, if you will allow Spencer's character Danail to knock your character out in this pivotal moment in order to save you, we'll give you another advantage. So on your next 2 rolls, you'll have advantage. Otherwise, you can just choose not to.
This is hard. Spencer, I really admire your move, but I want my principal as a parent to override this one a little bit. So I'm gonna say no to the advantage.
Okay, cool.
So
then I think you put the oil on the rag, Danail, and you go to knock your foster father out, and it's just like it gets stopped. Dindin, what do you do?
I want to shove Danail towards the other condor.
Okay.
I think.
Are you two just going to be like at a stalemate here as this condor is just like?
Well, no. I think if Dindin has given Last the go ahead, I think Strogi's just going to grab Danail from behind. Like it's just going to swoop over, grab, and take off the tower.
as Danail gets pushed off from the oil, he just sticks his arms out in like a T pose so Strogi can grab him, but is just like doing one of these with Dindin.
Yeah. So you get pulled away, and now Dindin, you are alone on this tower, and suddenly the floor gives out from beneath you.
Gosh darn it!
I need you to defy danger, baby.
Dindin, use those powerful man hands.
Does it add anything? I got a 10.
Bird
Whatever
hands.
you're using.
You gotta. From under you, what do you do? Tell me what happens.
I guess I just brace myself. This seems I picked Dowser up from.
Yeah.
I remember that, so I'll jump out and try to grab onto that.
Cool. So you snag that, and you are now hanging where the tower is just now like an open cylinder. There is no floor, there is no ceiling. It's just like a tube of toilet paper, like sitting on the outside of this cliff here.
We're offline.
Oh, I wonder when that happened.
It just happened, or I just saw it happen on your phone.
Oh, good save.
It happened. It happened basically right after you said you grabbed the thing. I'm pretty sure.
I guess that's our break then.
Tab, but looks...
Yeah.
Hey, Jake.
Jake?
One of his computer crashed again.
Yeah, I wonder.
No.
Speaking as somebody with Twitch open another tab, I do think we are live.
I refreshed and it's saying we're not live, but
oh
well, now I'm seeing that we are. So here we
back?
Hey y'all, sorry for the confusion.
I guess in the are we live?
Yeah.
Okay.
It also says 0 watching, so I think we did get kicked for a second. If you're here watching, let us know if you didn't see the stream for a minute.
Yeah, let us know what's going on.
Okay, there we go. We're back.
Yeah, it says live. Cool. Okay. Interesting. An interesting thing that just happened.
Yeah, we just went live. So.
Cool. I wonder where we left off. So let's just go back at just a touch. So the floor just gave out for you, Dindin. You defied danger and sprung for that the gutter that you had bent out of place to get Dowser back into the room. You are now hanging on the outside of this towering cylinder that has no ceiling and no like floor and is seemingly crumbling before your eyes. What do you do? Everybody else, I will get back to you in like just a second. I want one more move from Dindin.
I want to bend bars to make a harness around me, I guess.
Oh, to secure yourself to the tower? Yeah, great. Let's get a roll for that.
Cool. So it's my strength, and it is a 9 plus 2, 11. And I can fix it without a whole lot of effort. Nothing of value is damaged, and it doesn't take that long.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Sounds good to me. Yeah, you get it. So back down on the ground, the condors have now just set everyone down, and you hear boom, 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 boom. The sound of the floor smashing into the ground at the bottom of the tower that you are right on the outside of. What do you all do?
Oh, I thought you were going to say that was the sound of the Minotaur.
No.
Found his treasure.
I don't know. Can anyone understand? Can I speak while I'm in animal form?
No, you
okay.
can't.
Then I'm just gonna turn back and look. And do I see Dindin still like up on the tower?
Yeah. If you all stand there and you look up, you can clearly see Dindin like hanging from harnessed now to the top of the tower.
Is it possible that I can just fly back up there?
It is possible, but you see that the tower in its entirety has started to crumble. There are sides, the sides of it are their holes are growing larger and larger as the stone and clay that are in place holding the structure of the tower start to fade and fall to the side. So I would need a defy danger for sure.
Okay. I think that makes sense. Let me do this. Can I defy danger because I'm down on the ground and I can kind of watch how the tower is collapsing? Can I defy danger with wisdom to kind of like predict which elements of the tower are going to fall and like avoid the falling rubble on my flight back up?
I would clarify that more as like an intelligence.
Okay. Well, I don't want to do that.
I think I did exactly that last time when stuff was falling on me.
Yeah, we shouldn't have used wisdom for that.
Okay.
Okay. Let me do this then. Let me defy danger by powering through with strength.
Okay. Cool. Let's get that roll, baby.
That is a 10. That is a 10 plus 1, 11.
Nice. Okay, so up top, you, Dindin, have secured yourself to this guardrail, and it's a good thing that you did, because everything else around you is crumbling and falling. This rail seems to be one of the last things that is actually holding up on the tower. As you're from below you, a condor again starts to make its way bullet speed towards you. And you can
reach out.
Yeah, you can take that away, Sam.
Cool. Then I fly up, and if it's okay with you, I think I just snatch you out of this thing. If you're like leaning out, I don't know. Then I think I just like snatch you up. And William, to get back down to the bridge below, I would like to spend one of my hold as a shapeshifter. To use my eagle eyes to navigate through the falling rubble without being harmed.
Yeah,
so I have 2 hold left.
That's great for me. So you snag Dindin as the tower collapses around you, rubble falling side to side, and you maneuver your way back down to the bridge, right next to the rest of your siblings, who I'm assuming are now like getting away from the tower, to avoid the collapse, or what?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, like it is falling in front of you.
It makes sense. I mean, Dowser would not be leading that charge, but if anyone else is doing that, then they will follow.
Oh, Dowser.
So are we? Wait, to get a quick visual, we're no longer on. So then, Brenner's gonna, maybe I can pick up Dowser, and then me with my umbrella, Mary popping it down, like do.
You are on the ground.
Yeah, we've gotten down.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
I flew you down with my eagle abilities.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought. So okay.
Yeah, the only one who didn't get down was Dindin, who is now got. So you can pick up Dowser and you can just run.
Let's. You might be able to pick up Dowser. Yeah, you don't necessarily. Need to pick up Dowser.
You don't pick up Dowser,
No.
and you just go. Yeah.
You go to pick up Dowser, and Dowser's like, "Well, hang on now.
Let's discuss this as this tower crumbles in front of us.
We can just walk. We can walk away.
Are you only going to walk?
I mean, we'll walk at a brisk pace.
Is it just a walk?
It's a walk.
I need to know for reasons. I
am following your pace, Brenner, under your umbrella. So whatever speed Brenner's walking at, I am too.
It's a jaunt.
Oh, never.
It's a jaunt. Okay, we're jaunting. We're jaunting away from the collapsing tower. You all have such an amazing sense of urgency.
Danail's always like 2/3 down the bridge at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love that there's just like a big old dragon up in the sky, and all of us are like, yeah, we'll take our time.
Yeah, you got captured by some like wispy demons. They came here. They fought up a tower. You glue real bright and disintegrated all the demons. A surge of lightning and energy shot up into the sky. It opened a portal. A dragon came out with a bunch of other smaller creatures, and then the tower that you were in started falling, and you're just jaunting away. I feel it. I get it. Yeah.
It's been a long day.
Hey, this is just another Saturday for us.
I mean,
When
really,
the world
really.
is ending, but you need your steps.
Yeah, but you are just daunting. Danielle, you get to the other side of the bridge. Your siblings are still about halfway. Where do you end up, Lass? Where are you taking Din Din?
I think I'm flying down to the end of the bridge because I don't want to. I mean, obviously, I'm trying to avoid all of this rubble. So
yeah, so you get about whereabouts, like near Danail, who's on the other side of this bridge. And with your
Strogi is there as well. Just circling.
Strogi is there as well. And with your jaunt, Brenner and Dowser, the tower behind you collapses entirely. Rubble, bless you. Rubble
Bless you.
And stone are crashing into the ground. And this platform of land that was holding up this tower is being beaten away and chipped away at by this falling rubble. In fact, to the point where it too begins to drop and crash into the sea below it, breaking apart the stone bridge that you are on with it. Can we get some Defy Danger, baby?
Yeah,
I knew this jaunt was going to come back to haunt us.
Hey, can I roll aid for this? Because
yes.
The reason Danail did not bring their siblings with him was because I'm tying a rope around the post that's taken on that side so I can fling a lasso back in such a case.
Absolutely. Yeah. Let's get an aid. From you.
That's going to be a 10.
And then also, that's a 10 for the aid. Okay, so it's a
throwing a lasso back +1 to whoever needs it.
I rolled a 6, so I will definitely need it.
Okay, we can get that. We can get that Defy Danger up to a 7. And what have you got, Brenner, for Defy Danger?
What's my plus? Do I get a plus anything?
It would be
I'm assuming dexterity, right?
Either dexterity or strength. I would have taken strength.
Okay.
Like for powering through, because you're just like.
I definitely still want dex, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Dexterity or strength. So 2d6 plus dexterity or strength. You are trying to like get. You're basically running to the end of this bridge before it can collapse underneath you.
Okay. So then I got a 9 + 1, 10.
10. Okay, cool. Well, then you're we'll get to the
Benner just takes off without Dowser.
And a jaunt.
All right, double jaunt.
And double jaunt, yes.
It's like what is it? Bryan Cranston in Malcolm from the Middle as like just like super intense power walker.
Very.
I do remember
Malcolm
from the Middle. Yes. Yeah. No. Yes. I love it. I love it. I love the visual. That's what we're getting. The other visual that we are getting is Dowser. This stone bridge collapses from underneath you, and you begin to fall. But a rope snags you last minute, and the bridge collapses and you swing down, and I'm going to give you a worse outcome. You're gonna be fine, but you swing from the rope and boom, crash into the wall on the other side of the bridge. So I'm gonna do a little damage die here for you. I suppose, yeah, since it's right in front of me. Take one.
You sure you don't want to make that 2?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait, it's 1.
You sure?
I rolled a 1.
Okay. All right, I take 1.
But you take 1.
Wait, but it would have halved it anyway, right? So you would have only taken 1 even if it was a 2.
Right. Not if it's a 2. It has to be an odd number.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Oh, that's right. It's odd, not even. So never mind. I do roll a d4, and I think I just end up taking 1. Let me sure that I'm right.
Yeah, I mean it was odds last time, is what we played.
Yeah. Where is it? Oh yeah, and it's odd. Okay, cool. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. So I roll at least one.
Yeah.
So I end up taking 0.
God, you
That's
rolled
a move.
four.
A move I have when I take damage and it ends up being odd. I roll a d4 and subtract that from the damage.
Narratively, tell me
That
how
is
you don't
so
take
weird.
damage from ramming into the wall.
Not only that, how you recover health.
It is because so when Dowser swings and hits the wall, as he hits it, his body just like heats up really fast and like kind of melts and softens that part of the stone with the collision, so it kind of like cushions it.
So you
Boing, 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 boing.
And this is never. I want to be clear. Like, when this stuff happens, it is not an active thing that Dowser
Sure,
does.
sure.
It is the fire within him reacting to protect him.
And I just want to say right now, Jake, if you're listening, I don't think we're going to take a break today.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I was gonna. Well, it's raining super heavy anyway. So I was gonna try to walk Marco on the break, but that's not gonna happen.
Okay. Is that all right with everyone else?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
no
fine.
break.
Sure.
Everything's gonna be okay. If you need to like get a drink or go to the bathroom,
I
or
would say if the
something,
rain
just-
stops, I'm probably gonna run Marco out.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know when it's gonna stop again.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I got you.
Dowser will just freeze in place.
So yeah, so you climb up, Dowser. You climb up from the rope. You get on the other side. You are now standing there with your siblings and your foster father. All of you standing there, and just to get a glimpse here, so like the camera, it slides up here, just like revealing from this cliffside, all of you standing there. The city in front of you. This gate opened up in the sky with these creatures all flying out of it, and they are flying towards your city. And you see this dragon that has now completely encompassed the sky in front of you. It is enormous. And it breathes a blackened fire down onto the city that you call home.
Yikes.
My teddy bears.
It must be in pain.
I don't think it's in
No,
pain. I think
no.
it's just evil.
Do you mean the city, Brenner? Because the city clearly is in pain at this time.
Well, why would a huge, scary-looking dragon want to destroy a city? Clearly, there's something wrong with it.
I must say, look, I always admire, Brenner, your disposition towards wanting to love and understand things. I do think that dragon might be a force of evil.
We have to move now.
Where do we move to?
Hey, I have a question, William.
Okay.
Are there still things coming through that portal? Like, are there still little guys that are, or are they
yeah.
all on this side now?
It's wide open. Things are still coming out.
Move
I,
away.
Danail,
Move away from the city?
Anywhere else but the city, really.
But our tuna melts are still at home.
We can get more tuna melts, Brenner. I think we need to focus on not dying. Oh wait, I'm still in hawk form, or condor form.
Danail was going to do something.
Yeah.
I want to know what that was.
So while all of this hullabaloo is going on, Danail has just been furiously flipping through the pages of his spell book.
Oh, that's right. You want to spout lore, don't you?
Well, at a different time now. Moment had passed. I am going to try and contact a spirit. I'm casting a spell to reach out to, as I turn the page, the spirit of Saint Matthias, which is the patron saint of banishment and exile, who might be able to get rid of an ancient evil. So that's going to be a 7 + 1. So that's going to be an 8.
For cast a spell.
Or cast a spell.
Okay. Yeah. Say what you're gonna.
Yeah.
your things
So
are.
it draws unwelcome attention or puts myself in the spot. The spell disturbs the fabric of reality as it is cast. I think that sounds good. The spell disturbs the fabric of reality as it's cast. The fabric of reality is already quite loose at this point. So there's, I think, as I kind of draw, spread a little bit of salt in a circle to kind of create the circle for which the spirit may reach through. The salt kind of starts to burn a bright blue, and it kind of burns Nail's fingers as they kind of go through this. And it just kind of like sears that little magical connection for a minute.
just remember that you have a -1 ongoing to cast spells until the next time you prepare spells.
Yeah.
That part was not said out loud, and I would have missed it had I not looked it up myself.
Oh no, I thought I said it out loud. My apologies.
Oh no, it's cool. Yeah, but so the fabric of reality is bending. So you have the circle. You're conjuring this spirit, the Saint Matthias.
Saint Matthias, the patron saint of banishment and exile.
This can only go well.
Well, yes. So suddenly, like from your salt circle, just a featureless, like, mirage in front of you appears. It is both like clearly humanoid and also like nondescriptive at the same time. And as that happens, all of you, like around you, can see almost blipping in and out in front of you. You see the city and the area around you as it is now, and then completely in ruins, and back, and completely in ruins. And that keeps like flickering in and out as you see this like dragon in the background here continuing its assault on the city. Danail, what do you do?
I get to ask one question, and Saint Matthias is bound to answer to the best of its ability. How do I put that back?
Kill it. And your circle dissipates and the spirit is gone.
Did it say kill it? Did it say kill the big dragon that's killing everyone, that's shooting black fire out of its mouth? Did it say kill? Kill that one? Is that what it said?
Yeah, well, that's what it said.
Well, I suppose maybe this little family takes a trip to find somebody who can kill it. Or perhaps maybe we're strong enough together to do that?
No. Oh, wait. I'm still hawk form.
Condor. Has this dragon hurt anybody yet?
Yes.
It just raised the city. That's a cause of
literally everybody.
And that's not good fire either. That's evil fire. How could you corrupt such a pure force?
Have you seen the finale of Game of Thrones last couple episodes?
What's that?
William?
Game of Thrones?
William?
What's up?
I have a question. I have a starting move for the druid called Spirit Tongue. The grunts, barks, chirps, and calls of creatures of the wild are as language to you. You can understand any animal native to your land or akin to one whose essence you have studied. I have two questions about that. First of all, does that mean that I can understand the dragon? Because one of my things that I'm taking is the Towering Mountains, which is like the closest I could get to like the sky, which is where I think the...
No, you cannot understand.
Came from another world.
You cannot understand the dragon. It is an other planar being. That said, can't Brenner communicate with the dragon? Didn't we determine that?
Yeah, if that's like their quest. Yeah, but the problem before was that we weren't within range of it, which might still be a problem.
Yeah, it's super far away. I mean,
Okay.
just be like, hey,
dragon.
I just speak in echoes. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wait, I'm gonna make up something really quick. That doesn't have to be part of the game, but how cool!
You're gonna make something up? Hold on, stop! You can't make something up.
Not
in this game.
You know, so Brenner, like, what if Brenner is so loud that like it's like a sonic boom where they like yell something, but people immediately within the surrounding can't hear them until it's further away. How cool would that be?
That would be super
it's
cool.
like their voice transcends language.
Wow. Yeah, that's
that would be very cool. What that magic?
Yeah.
Can magic do that?
What if you say that out loud in character and then everyone goes, yeah, that would be cool.
I of a hero who could do such a thing. Maybe that could be you.
Just to confirm, this isn't like a fun TV dragon size. This is like it's covering the whole sky, right?
Yeah, this thing is like probably like it's like a fourth the size of your entire city.
Yeah, we're going.
Gosh.
I mean, we're finding
it. Okay. I'm gonna spend. This sucks. I wanted to stay in Hawk form or in Condor form, but I'm gonna spend my 2 hold to turn back into my native form.
Okay.
And I'm gonna say, I have a theory. Well, all of the big dragon and all the other things, they're really scary and look like hard to kill. And I'm just not sure. I mean, frankly, I'm not sure I'm really equipped to deal with that sort of thing. But I did happen to notice they're all coming this way, like out of the portal. So what if we just went into the portal?
Okay.
Well, hang on.
So, and then Lass collapses to the ground because I have 2 HP.
For God's sake, somebody.
Can I heal? I want to heal.
Oh yeah, that's your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, boom, you're all better. No, okay.
Very cute.
Man, I love having a healer in our party. It's so convenient.
So I can do either lay on hands or hospitaler.
Hospitaler would be an extension of any healing action you took. But to do lay on hands, you just need to make skin-to-skin contact.
Lass is passed out. So.
Well, hospitaler seems like an extension of lay on hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when you do lay on hands, you're going to get an extra 1d8 heal if you succeed on your healing. So roll 2d6 plus charisma.
9.
On a 7 and 9, they are healed, but the damage or disease is transferred to you.
Can I try to help? Can I like if I can like because Lass is passed out unconscious and probably losing body. If I can try to just like stabilize her a little bit, and like keep her warm while the healing's going on.
Lass isn't functionally passed out.
Sure. But I mean,
like
2 hit points is like I feel like you start losing. Like
I feel like it's like when you stand up too quickly and you feel like you like stumble back and like fall over a little bit. Like I
would say the only person you could help with this is like it's not a thing about like the body or whatever. It's like something with the magic. So the only one I would say who could help with this would be Danail.
Okay.
So if you wanna roll to aid, we can see what happens.
Cool. Then I'm gonna take a loose bit of string. I'm gonna kind of quickly kind of braid it, and then wrap it around the hand that Brenner is using, and be like, here, that should help with the conduit. It's an arc sort of thing. And that's gonna be 7. That's gonna be an 8 to assist.
An 8 to assist. We
love mixed successes.
Hold on. 8 or interfere. 7 to 9. You also expose yourself to danger, retribution, or cost. So
I feel that means I might split some of that damage.
No.
Seems no.
Yeah, no. Roll your healing. Seems fine. Everything's good.
What could go
You're making
wrong?
me scared, William.
Everything's fine.
All right, Brenner.
I'm rolling?
Yes, you are rolling healing.
Okay.
Which I don't know what your healing is outright.
It should say under the lay on hands move.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Well, it's the roll plus charisma.
So that's gonna be
and then,
D8 plus another D8.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you heal 1d8 or remove 1 disease. So you get 1d8 of lay on hands, and because you have hospitaller, you get another d8 of lay on hands. So for healing
Oh, okay,
now.
wait. So the healing that I'm doing right now, I'm doing 2d8. 2d8.
Yes.
Okay.
2d8.
2d8. Plus.
There is no plus.
So 7.
7. Okay,
Seven.
that's helpful.
Yeah, 7's good.
That's not bad at all.
Light.
Yeah, last looks a little better. Stands up a little bit.
Yeah, light shines from you, Brenner. More light than you were expecting, and you heal Lass right in front of you, especially like with the help of that conduit that you were gifted by Danail, and that light calms back down. And Lass, you stand up, and you're feeling much better.
I'm feeling much better.
And then you all hear a roar in the distance. As the dragon flips around, having seen a glaring light, and begins heading your direction.
We need to move now.
Well, maybe this is a way we could get it back to the portal. If it's following us.
No, we run.
To put it back was to kill it. We know that much. Can we just run now and figure it out later?
I start running. I wanna ask now before we get further into action. Did anybody else take the symbol from the ceiling, from the roof?
If
I just have the
nobody
dagger.
else did, I've had Unseen Servant just carrying it.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll make
that's
sure
cool,
one of
man.
us did, because if not, I would have had it.
Yeah,
I'm a
generally,
detective. I need evidence.
I want to try not to retroactively do
Yeah,
things,
I
but
was,
it makes sense that one of you would be like,
and I was still
I
holding
I
on
want
to
to
it
grab
back
this.
there.
Yeah,
Never,
for sure.
Okay,
said I
I'm
put it-
corralling everybody. I'm starting to push.
Din, where are we supposed to go? That thing's as big as the sky.
Away, let's go.
Where?
I don't think there's
there.
no escape. We might as well just face our fears.
Our fears! It's a big-ass dragon!
Rudar.
Brenner, we're gonna die!
I would like to spout lore, I believe. Spout lore is the one, right?
I was just about to do that.
Here, you can both spout lore and no one else.
Same time.
Oh yeah.
I rolled a 9.
So on a 7 and 9, the GM will only tell you something interesting. It was up to you to make it useful.
Cool. The lore Danail would have been spouted is there is the Carillion forest nearby. The leaves are dense enough; it may be a place to hide.
I was actually gonna just like tell you there's like woods nearby. You would know that. Like you can go. You can go. Did you name that Cornelian? What did you say?
Carillion.
Carillion.
I think that's a thing. All right, but you know what? I can't place it.
Cerulean?
Carillion.
Pokemon.
Like cerulean blue?
I'm good with
Cerulean City, like where we need to beat Misty to gain her badge.
I knew it. I knew it was a Pokemon thing.
Carillion.
Isn't it just soft? See?
No, Franny's right. It is cerulean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cerulean is also like a color. I'm saying Carillion, hard C, which I think is like an elf god.
It's the name of the woods. You can head towards the woods.
Yeah.
And I have an 11, William. I would like to. So kind of when I have Dowser spouting lore, I would like him to be kind of recalling either legends he was told when he was in his like salamander group, or like knowledge of people in areas who like legendary heroes or other salamander groups around. And in this instance, if there is like somebody who lives in that forest who might help us learn more about the situation, I would love something in that direction.
A group of salamanders is either called a herd or a congress.
These are not animals.
Congress.
A congress! A congress of salamanders.
Oh, a congress.
So they're not animals, so they aren't like classified like that. They're just whatever group they call themselves. But yes, they are democratic and do have a congress. But that's completely besides the point.
Conference of salamanders. Yeah.
A conference call, a Zoom of salamanders.
Eating that
A quarantine of salamanders.
Oh God.
All right.
Let's leave that out of this. In fact, I'm doing the opposite with this campaign right now. Everyone needs to get outside and run away. Don't stay indoors, baby. But everyone at home, stay indoors. Stay home. So you want to know if there's a person in the woods to get more information about this? Yes, you've heard tale. You've heard tale of an old
T-A-L-E. Or T-A.
Heard tale T-A-I-L of an old
T-A-E-L.
sorcerer in the woods that would probably have the information that you seek.
Okay, family, if you all follow Dowser, he's a little bit grumpy, but I think he will do the trick.
Great idea. I try to pick up Bruner and run.
Brenner?
Bruner?
Oh wow! Why did I?
No, that's okay. Brenner.
Yeah, Brenner.
Yeah, you got it. Yeah. You try to pick up Brenner. So Brenner, are you staying?
Say again?
Are you staying?
No, I'll go with the group for sure. I still have my umbrella. When Dad tries to pick Brenner up, well, because Dad, how tall are you?
I'm pretty tall for a bird, but I'm a beefy like 5'7".
Pretty tall for a bird.
A beefy 5'7". Yeah, I mean, I guess you could, like, if you just. I imagine Brenner looking like this with the
holding umbrella still.
Yeah, the umbrella, because you're just holding them under their arms. Brenner's very like go with the flow if you haven't been able to. So yeah, we're about it. I mean, I just don't think Carl's gonna hurt anybody, but let's do what we gotta do.
Carl?
Yeah, the dragon.
You named the dragon that's gonna kill all of us?
I don't think Carl's capable of that sort of thing.
He's headed this way right now, Brenner.
I need defy dangers from all of you, essentially.
Could this be a call for wisdom to be navigating the forest as I've heard it kind of laid out?
That again would be intelligence, I think, because wisdom to me is like a mental fortitude. It's like willpower.
Sure.
Yeah.
How does
mental
advantage work in this game?
I'm sorry, what? How does advantage work in this game? You roll 3d6 and you take the two highest.
Okay.
I think
Wait, can I offer a pitch for wisdom?
Yeah.
One way to interpret mental fortitude would be this is a scenario which is very frightening and one could be prone to losing their wits and just panic bolting. So mental fortitude is keeping calm, being like, I know it's this direction, and just keeping your composure as you flee.
That would I would hesitate to use that because then you could literally use that every single time. So I feel like that would be an imposed thing that I would do to you if I knew your character was like afraid of something or would panic in a situation. Whereas if I was very cruel, I would have you all do that and then roll your next defy danger. But I mean, like it's all in one at this point. I mean, like you're acting despite an imminent threat.
What I'm thinking more for wisdom is like because wisdom is used for discern realities. When you are trying to like navigate your surroundings, you would be rolling wisdom to like see what's going on around you.
Sure.
But I'll roll dex.
Well, yeah. Discern realities is not you surveying your area, your surroundings, by the way. Discern realities is a close study of a situation or a person. Sure. So discern realities, like that's why like what happened here recently, you're like using your wisdom to like you're deducing.
Sure.
To be like, oh, okay. It's like, oh, what should I be on the lookout for? Like that kind of thing. That's your wise, your coming into play here. What's up?
Cool. No.
Oh, I thought you just rolled.
I did. It was bad.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Okay, so what have we got?
8 + 1 over here.
8 + 1?
For Constitution. Powering through to run to the forest.
That's technically not any better than 5 + 2 for a 7.
7, 9.
So
defy
we
danger.
get to pick what attribute we defy with?
I probably would. I mean, Sam, I wouldn't do con for you because
just strength then.
Yeah, strength would be what I would use.
Same result.
Cool.
It's strength or dex. Is that our
strength or dex would essentially be? You could use intelligence as well for the navigating.
Okay.
Like I think navigating, we could use intelligence for that. sure.
I do 12 to power through with Brenner in my arms.
12 to power through with. Well, what's okay? So you're picking up Brenner.
Yeah.
Brenner, are you okay with being picked up, or did you want to?
That had, I think, didn't that already happen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. I just.
What would my attribute be then? Enduring, so like Constitution, just being.
I wouldn't have you roll it.
Oh, so I'm not rolling defy danger?
You don't have to if you're getting picked up by because Din rolled so high with a 12. I wouldn't.
Okay.
force to also roll.
Cool.
That said, so you Din, you grab Brenner and you start off towards the Carillion Woods. Why are we laughing? That's a good name. I like that name. I really do. The Carillion Woods.
Also, I found out where it came from. Coralon, which sounds similar, was like an old D&D elf god.
Cool.
Coralline.
So the Carillion Woods, you head off towards there, and the rest of you, what did you end up with?
5 with my total.
Oh, okay.
Shit, we lost Dasser.
Dasser gets gobbled up by the
Who
dragon.
knows who we're looking for?
Yeah. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna give you both a choice, Danail and Lass. You can get out in front of this dragon, but it is like swooping down and it will separate you from Dowser, getting between all of you and Dowser. Or you can stay on the side with Dowser and the three of you can face down the dragon while Brenner and Din are on the other side of it.
Immediately, Danail's with Dowser.
I think it takes Lass just a second longer to decide, but as soon as she sees Danail start to like turn around and go back, I think she does that as well.
I want to give Din a moment to act, because your thing is that you are a very like thoughtful, like looking after foster father. So you see this dragon like separating you from the rest of your children here. What do you want to do?
I would put Brenner down. And then I would say, don't do what I think you might do. And then I run towards them. Yeah. I run back.
And I run to Carl.
So you're both running the same direction.
Brenner is going to get frickin' eaten.
Oh, God.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you are all now essentially like Danail and Dowser and Lass, you are now face to face with a huge, like just an enormous black decrepit, like decaying like dragon just in front of you. You are now close enough to see the tar that seems to be dripping from its fangs, the bit of charred smoky bits around the mouth from where the fire was breathing out. It has this metal seeming hide covering its entire body. The scales don't seem entirely natural, and its wings are much bigger than itself is to keep it afloat. Every flap sends a large gust of wind towards you, not enough to knock you over, but enough to make you feel like you could fall over. What do you do?
Is it so? It is clear that it's coming for us, not just in our direction.
It like spun around and has stopped right in front of you, like just flying.
I think I would like to scream at it, and I would like to give this dragon the impression that we are not worth its time. Even if it were to win this fight, it would come away scarred and behind whatever else it is doing, and it might not even win. I want to try to
this tiny salamander.
I'm mimicking the condor as much as I can. And this is a parlay.
Okay.
That is
Farming
9.
with a dragon.
Can you yell with me?
I have
You're
something
looking
else.
for an aid.
Yes.
We're looking for an aid.
Looking for an aid. Going once. Going once.
All right, 9 it is.
9. Okay.
Well, wait, Danail. Unless you have a plan.
What Danail's action in this time frame would be if Danail is already not spotted, Danail would like to kind of.
No, you're all right
we're all
there.
spotted. Yeah,
You're
we're all
all
right there.
spotted right there in front of the dragon.
Oh,
nothing,
okay.
Nothing to obstruct you.
I don't see a way to assist Dowser in this. Danail's first instinct is to
You didn't try that hard.
okay, well, like, you're yelling at a dragon.
All right.
Pitch me something, Jonas. How do I help you?
Yell at it with me.
Dowser
That's
is
literally what I said.
Dowser is screaming at.
I'm
this,
trying to intimidate it with a battle cry. That's something you can do.
Danail is gonna level a hand crossbow and is gonna be aiming, but I can't shoot that thing. That's a fail. That's just futility. Danail's just fuck it, and Danail's gonna start yelling too.
Okay, then let's get a roll from Danail for aid.
Nice. That's gonna be a 10 plus 1.
Plus 1 then, so that brings you
Makes
up to
mine
a 10
as well for the parlay.
Okay. So basically leverage something they need or want. So when you have leverage on a GM character and manipulate them. So this is very specific here because you don't technically have leverage, but so like
maybe it's even like more defy danger with charisma.
Sure, defy danger with charisma.
Parlay.
I would say defy danger with charisma for sure.
And the idea is to tell it to just, hey, don't waste your time. This is going to be a fight.
This reality is not that important. Let's move on to the next one.
Yeah, so on a 10 plus, you do what you set out to. The threat doesn't come to bear. So the dragon stops and begins to float back down to the ground, almost right on top of Din Din and Brenner, who are on the other side of it. But it doesn't. It stops right in front of both of you. I think you would get a little bit out of the way. And now all of you are within like Brenner and Din Din, you can touch the tail. I'm not saying you should. You can.
I'm a fighter. My signature weapon is an important part of my character, and I think it's time to twirl it out. So Din Din, aside from being the foster dad, is the house cook, and his signature weapon is his. It used to be his adventuring sword, but it's been worn down through time, and now it's a handy dandy kitchen knife. And then he spins it out, and then he gets it out. It is a short sword that is perfectly weighted, and it says "add precise," and I don't know what that means, and it's well crafted.
Just a tag.
Oh, cool. Well, here we are. I take my knife out.
Gonna have some dragon for dinner?
I think it might be time to climb. Maybe.
By the way, precise means that you can use dex instead of strength when using the weapon if you want to.
Oh, maybe not.
And this thing is, you said it's like a quarter the size of our city, which is like a fairly large city.
Yeah, it was a fairly large city. I mean, like
So this thing is huge.
This thing is absolutely giant.
Hey, sorry, Chris, do you have something you want to do?
Yeah, I want to use my knife as a climbing tool.
Okay. Let's get that. Do a defy danger, probably strength to start climbing up the dragon. And Brenner, you're just like holding on to its tail.
That's a 6.
I'm hugging
Oh. Ooh, I love it.
Oh, Din Din.
Let's go back to the front of the dragon for a moment. what are all of you doing? It has stopped, but it is not leaving.
Dallas is going like like you do at cows when you're trying to herd them away.
I have a roll I'd like to make, William.
Let's do it.
I want to discern realities.
Okay.
Please be good. Cool. 8 plus 2, so that's a 10.
10. On a 10 plus, ask the GM 3 questions.
Okay. I want to know. The first thing I want to know is what is about to happen.
Yeah, it seems like as long as none of you do anything, if none of you were to do anything, the dragon would continue eyeing you, but you might be able to just leave.
Okay. I have a question. I'm willing to spend my last 2 questions on this.
Okay.
Let me know what you think. The question I want to ask is what here is useful or valuable to me, but I want to direct that in a very specific way because I have a starting move called Studied Essence, which says when you spend time in contemplation of an animal spirit, you may add its species to those you can assume while shapeshifting.
I would say no.
Okay.
That would take time to do that. Almost I would say that would be like part of the bolstering of the special moves.
The bolstering?
When you spend your leisure time to study meditation or hard practice, like
I see. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even look at this list.
That's okay. We won't be using it much, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I want to do then. I still want to ask that question as my second question then.
Okay.
So what here is useful or valuable to me?
I'm gonna give you there is a cliffside that is near you that could be used as to jump into the water.
Away from said dragon.
If need be. Because the first question you asked me works for this situation, but dramatic irony, we know something is about to happen to the dragon.
Right.
Because of Din Din. So I don't want you to like completely waste that question. So I would say the cliffside behind you is probably very useful at the moment.
Okay. Third question then. What here is not what it appears to be?
This the dragon is exactly like there's it came out of the sky, it came from a portal or whatever. That's all like completely exactly like what you'd expect. But based on like the interaction you've all had, this is so interesting. What here is not what it appears to be. I'm going to give this to you in like almost a sort of metaphorical sense. Do you remember when the priest thing was talking about like it's going to come through no matter what, but we would be able to control it?
Yeah.
I think momentarily, here's like the feeling that washes over you, and you can like determine what that feels like for you. This might not be what they were talking about.
Yikes.
There's a bigger dragon.
There's a bigger dragon that just comes and eats this dragon.
So with that, Din Din, you feel your knife actually sink through a scale on just like on the back of this dragon, barely like maybe not like puncturing, but enough where it actually feels it instead of you just like digging onto the armored outside. And all of you hear a deafening screech from this dragon. Brenner, the tail whips away from you, and the dragon pushes its wings down, gusting everyone below. This is such a powerful gust that I will need a defy danger from all of you. You can do con or strength.
Thank God for
12.
7.
12.
7.
7.
I want to actually tuck into a roll and roll with the wind to just get back on my feet.
Cool. So we can use Dex on that.
Thank God. 7.
I want to use charisma with this defy danger, and I 6 + 1 or 6 + 3 9 + 1. Sorry.
Hold on. How would you be using charisma?
Okay, I'm so glad you asked. So I'm picturing. So you know how in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
It's such a gentle caress.
Fred, you gotta say it.
It wouldn't be an episode of Hijinks Handlebars.
During
In Lord of the Rings, huh?
during the battles, when it gets into slow motion and you hear the choir boy that's just singing falsetto,
Sure.
it's gonna be Brenner.
Oh God, it's a faith roll.
No, but in defy using charisma and defy, it says sing, charm, and social grace.
Yeah. But how does that help you not get picked up by the wind?
Brenner, are you praying? Are you?
I'm swirling through the air, and like as I'm swirling, I'm calling out in song.
That sounds like a great way to assist.
Roll F.
If you
Sounds
If
like a
you
good
roll-
way to die.
if you roll, you cannot roll charisma to not be blown away by a gust of wind. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Could they like puppy dog eye the dragon to
It's
not,
too late.
No, I don't.
It's too late.
Could they be praying for a miracle?
That's
They are a
interesting.
paladin.
You are
Yeah.
a paladin. Charisma is your spellcasting ability, isn't it? I'm pretty sure it is.
Okay.
There is one, yeah.
Yeah, because you roll plus charisma to heal people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
So okay, all right. You get your slow motion choir boy moment. You begin to glow. God, we can't overuse this, but you do, and you begin to glow, and the wind gusted from these wings just parts right in front of you, as like just enough like that your hair is billowing
It
as your
becomes a
body
L'Oreal commercial.
yeah. The rest of you though, we got a 12.
Yeah, that was
7
last.
and 7.
7.
7. Last, you can grab one of them, either Dowser or Danail.
I mean, sorry, Dowser, it's going to be Danail. We've already set up the familial bond there.
Cool.
Dowser, you get blown away, back over across, skidding, like and tumbling, over the edge of the cliffside,
I have a question, William.
like towards the water.
Okay.
I have a
But
question.
it's not a complete failure, so you can snag.
Okay.
Yes.
Can I send Strogi to go grab Dowser?
Oh, yeah, Strogi, you can do that now for sure.
Okay.
Which
Sorry, go ahead.
which one of the is that? Just like a go do it?
No, so the only thing Srogi is trained in is fighting monsters,
Cool.
which is not really applicable here. So that's not something I can just ask her to go do. So I think what's going to happen is I am going to start running to the cliff. It's sort of so when I try to do something, and Srogi is helping me, I add Srogi's stats to my roll. So what I'm going to try to do is defend, like to go grab Dowser to prevent him from falling off this cliff.
Cool. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, let's stick on this for a
And
moment.
then I think the thing that I can add, I forget which one adds to. I think it is ferocity that adds to anything with a strength. Defense is strength, right? Oh no, it's con. I forget which one adds to con.
Yeah, I
would have to look this up. I mean, instinct.
Instinct
or
or
ferocity,
wisdom, I believe.
or cunning. Those are my 3 options.
Cunning.
Sorry, I don't have that. I should have pulled that up before we streamed.
Cunning is for when you're tracking. Armor is when you're taking damage.
What's instinct?
Cunning is also for discern realities and parlay. And instinct is when someone interferes with you. It sounds like instinct more than any of the others.
Yeah, instinct makes sense to me.
Okay, I'm gonna do that then.
Cool.
Oh no! Uh-oh. That is gonna be 3 plus 1 con plus 2 instinct.
Oh, so 6.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll get back to you. I want to Danail. So you get grounded by Lass, and then Lass immediately takes off, like running to where Dowser just got flung kind of off the cliffside. The dragon is like writhing around in the air at the moment. What do you do?
I want to try and shoot one of its eyes.
Okay, cool.
Are its eyes like, each eye is bigger than all of us put together, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Its eyes are very big.
I'm rolling as if it were a volley, which is going to bring us to a 7.
Glad it's a 7.
A 7. So on a 7 to 9, choose one. You have to move to get a shot, placing you in danger. You have to take what you can get, minus 1d6, or you have to take several shots, reducing your ammo by 1.
Do I choose or do you?
You choose.
If I have to move to get the shot, placing me in danger of the GM's choice, I think I have to strafe to one of the sides. And I think that, well, I imagine this is getting its attention, moving and shooting simultaneously.
Sure. Roll me your damage.
Yay, there's that. That's gonna be 4.
Great. Yeah, so you take your shot. And like we go along almost like it's a GoPro, or like we go with your arrow. It's slow motion, shooting like up directly towards this dragon's eye as it's like writhing around in the air. The water droplets from the rain are going down, and the speed and velocity of the arrow are displacing the water as it is shooting towards this dragon's eye. And at the last minute, we see this huge eye. The pupil zones in on this arrow coming towards it, and it sees past the arrow and sees who shot it. And its eye closes, and the arrow hits the eyelid and bounces off. And it stops writhing and positions towards you. While it was writhing, you got a 7, Din?
Yeah.
You would have maintained control, but you are not. You were being flung about on this dragon, and you are actually going to take some damage from being tossed around.
And this is the first time I take damage. How does armor work?
Armor, I give you the number of damage, and the armor just minuses that.
Okay.
So if you have 2 armor and you take 4 damage, you actually just take 2 damage, unless the damage is ignore armor, which this is not. So literally, you take 4 damage.
Cool.
You have armor.
My armor is 3. I checked.
Your armor's
Nice.
3.
Yeah, I have an ability called Ironhide. Yeah.
Great, cool. So you take 1 damage as you're being flung around, and then suddenly the dragon stops, and you have no idea why, but it stops, and you are hanging there just by your blade. And Sam, you got a 6.
I did.
So you are running towards Dowser, who is off the edge of the cliff there. and you are running to try and have you and Srogi go and pick him up. But as you are going, a second gust of wind comes from the dragon repositioning itself right in front of Danail, and that wind is just enough not to knock you over, but to like send you a little bit further than you were expecting. And with the slick ground from the rain, you too slip and cascade off of the cliff. You do not catch the edge. You do not hang on to anything. You are falling into the crashing waves below with the jagged rocks.
Whoops a doodle.
Now there is water at a point beneath like where we are that we could land safely in it, right? We determined earlier.
It would have to be precise. You would have to like aim. Otherwise you would like literally hit jagged rock down at the bottom.
Okay. I think seeing that you're falling. Okay. Douse is gonna call out, "Save Dowser if you can. If not, find Gambador the Grump." And I'm going to. I'm asking you. You had your chance to say no.
Yes.
Wait,
I see.
You're gonna what?
I'm going to look down and wriggle myself and kick off and start my plummet towards a safe part of the water. I would like to attempt to do that.
You would like to attempt to do that?
Yes, my thinking is maybe they can save me, but right now it's not coming.
I don't want to roll on that.
Okay.
One more thing I want to get is Brenner. What are you doing right now?
How far up has this gust of wind brought me?
It didn't bring you anywhere.
What?
You stayed on the ground. The wind dispersed around you because you channeled, you prayed, or some divine light separated it with your wonderful defy danger charisma roll.
You're telling me.
I gave you your choir boy
No,
moment.
you're telling us. You have that backwards. You told
Okay.
us.
Fine. So I'm still on the ground, and I'm not getting anywhere with this dragon. Is my praying? You're saying?
It doesn't seem like it, but you're welcome to try something.
Okay, no. We're gonna take a break from Carl. I think Brenner does like a silent namaste to Carl, and is gonna make their way to Dowser.
So you're running,
Just jumped off a cliff.
so you're running to the cliffside.
Yes, I'm running to the cliffside.
Yeah, you get to the cliffside. I would say you get to the cliffside just like when you look over the edge and you see both Dowser and La like halfway down.
Oh my god.
The edge of the pit, like both cascading towards the water. Dowser going a little bit faster. But hold on, I'm hearing myself twice.
Yeah, we're getting an echo from someone.
Is anyone not wearing headphones?
Still got my headphones.
Weird.
Was I
I was hearing it.
Gone.
hearing myself the entire time? Well, whatever. We'll figure it out later.
Do I need to roll to have yelled loud enough for them to hear?
No,
Okay, cool.
no, it's fine. You all heard some.
Yeah,
Dallas.
I'll give you the name. After we're
Franny,
out of action.
can you mute your microphone for just a second? I'm ending out the episode. You can turn it back on in a moment. Okay. So you run over and you see this on them both like falling down. Can you not hear anything at all now?
Wait, what did you say?
Okay, hold on. Okay. So you see them both. You see Dowser and you see Lass plummeting to the water with the jagged rocks below. We then see Danail face to face with a dragon whose mouth begins to erupt with a black flame. And on this dragon's back, slung by a kitchen knife, is a pelican-headed foster father named Din Din, holding on for dear life. The dragon opens its mouth, and Nail is silhouetted by a black light. And next time on Hiatus and Handlebars.
Bigger dragon.
Whoops the doodle. So
everyone.
It's been a pleasure. 3 of us are going to be dead starting next time, so look forward to those new characters.
To be determined.
Can you close me out? I think Mark was getting super crazy.
Yeah, cool. Okay, great. Well, thank you everyone for joining us on this, the second episode of our Dungeon World mini series. If you have never seen the show before, we have one other episode of this Dungeon World campaign that premiered last week. That should be up soon at some point. I don't know if it's up on YouTube yet, but when it is up, they all go up on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel in a playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars. You can find that playlist. It has all of our old continuous campaign, the campaign that we're taking a break from, a hiatus. That is usually a Kids on Bikes campaign, but we are taking that time right now away because we're remote. We used to play that in person, and with the technical levels where they are at right now, we don't feel comfortable moving forward with that storyline at this time, but we will return to it. We love it so much. It's something that we absolutely want to get back to, but for right now we're doing this, and it's very fun. You can find all of those previous episodes in a playlist called Hijinks and Handlebars on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel, bit.ly/handle stream, capital H, capital S. And then also, I'm so sorry. I keep hearing myself, so I was like, I was having a hard time talking. I do want to give a few thank yous here. Because I didn't go through them at the beginning because of all the other things I wanted to talk about. But I do want to thank QueueTimes for hosting us, especially Jake for making sure that the stream actually happens. It's a wonderful channel to be a part of. They're doing a lot of great shows. Please check out Clear Skies. Please check out Long Beach by Night, and now Denver by Night, which is really exciting with Melee GMing that, like being storyteller. I believe that's what they're called. I think so, but that one's like really exciting. It's about to start up, and it's going to be a really cool iteration to the Vampire canon or series or whatever. I think they all just do like a wonderful job, and please check that premiere and follow that. It's really cool, and it'll be a good thing if you like Vampire the Masquerade. That's a good thing to jump on right out the gate. Get there first with everyone else. Along with the other things that QueueTimes has going on, be sure to check all that stuff out. It's really great. They're working really, really, really hard, and it's really appreciated. And then I suppose I thank you to the artists who made the artwork for the show in the past. I want to thank Tanameto, and I want to thank Shannon. You can find Shannon's work on Instagram at Shanyon Canyon, SHANYONCANYON. And I want to thank everybody who's been following along with our main continuity and our narrative and catching up, like Scott and Ellen and Matt and Ginger Leaf and all of you who have been sticking around with us for so long and watching as many of our episodes as you possibly can. We really appreciate it. And especially right now, it's cool to see those comments and see what people have to say about the show. So the last thing I want to say here is speaking of comments and seeing what people have to say about the show, we weren't necessarily in the chat for this, but if you liked this or if you're watching it on YouTube, if you watched this, go to the VOD when it's out and comment on the YouTube videos. I love seeing those comments. It's a really concrete place for me to see them and to respond to them. And also it helps us. But more than anything, I like to see them and I like to respond. And thank you to everyone who has been leaving those comments. The final bit here is there is a tip jar for QueueTimes. You can type !coin, and the money you donate goes directly to the shows. It goes to the casts. It goes to like us personally that we can put back into the production if we want to, or we can use for like if one of us is having trouble with rent right now, we can put that towards them because of everyone's situation. So yeah, we would really appreciate that if you have the means And that goes for all of the QueueTimes shows. Your money, like your donations, goes directly to them. So that's a direct, actionable way to support them. So thank you. Again, that's !coin. Okay, great. Well, I have been the GM for this hiatus in Handlebars. I think I'm calling this campaign the end.
Ominous.
So yes. So please join us again for the end next week. Same time, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. We do this every Tuesday. It is this cast. We have everyone now on board with us. So this will be essentially the way that we move forward. We'll see after next week exactly who everyone will still be playing. But for right now, it's been wonderful, and I'm excited to continue this campaign, this little mini series. So check that out. Yes, I've been the GM. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at @KWilliamWhite. You can also find this show's Twitter and Instagram at @HandleStream. You can look back at all of the backlog episodes. We would appreciate that very much. We have merch at bit.ly/handle shop, capital H, capital S. And that's for all of QueueTimes merch and also like Hijinks Handlebars specific. And that'd be great. Jonas was playing Dowser. Jonas, you can find them on Twitter and Instagram. Twitter at Jonas Newhouse, Instagram at Newhouse Jonas, I think. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Twitter is where they predominantly are. Jonas and I are both also in a band called Glass Beach. We just launched a Patreon, so if you like Glass Beach at all and want to support us, we would love to have you. If you have the means, that would be amazing. And we also have a Twitch channel now for Glass Beach Band, which is just twitch.tv/Glass Beach Band, where we do a bunch of streaming and stuff. We do gaming streaming. We do all sorts of things.
We'll do music streaming at some point.
Yeah. So check that out. Check out the band Glass Beach. We're on Spotify or anything that you listen to. And then also Jonas or I are on a show called Court of Corvids, also on QueueTimes on Sundays, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. It is a Pathfinder 2nd Edition live stream. We play a married couple, and it's very fun.
Very fun. We're on a pirate boat now.
Okay, I just did you. If you didn't hear, cool. All right,
cool.
Let's do. Go ahead.
I have been Sam Richardson playing Ladislas Lass, who this might be her final episode. It's gonna be. William and I will have to talk post stream about that. You can find me on Twitter at Laggardson, LAGGARDSON. You can also find more of me and William and Jonas and our good friend Sam in a playlist on the QueueTimes main YouTube channel called Monster of the Week. That is a complete series. All 15 episodes of it are up on the channel. So if you like sort of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Supernatural, that kind of thing, the system that we use, Monster of the Week, sort of tends in those directions. I'm really, really proud of how that series came out. I think it's some like really amazing work from Jonas and William and Sam. So you should go check it out, especially right now when it seems like people have a bit more free time, for better or for worse. Not a bad way to spend your time, I would say. That's it for me. Oh, Jonas and I also have a project coming up, so keep an eye on Jonas's Twitter feed for more about that soon.
Hello. Thank you for watching. I've been Spencer LaBelle. You can find me on Twitter at SpabelleVO, where I mostly tweet about existential dread and current times. But hey, things are slow right now, but you'll see some projects in the works coming out pretty soon. Thank you. It's Splubble, SBLUBBLE on Instagram. I post visual stuff there as well.
I'm Franny. I was playing Brenner. And you can find me on Instagram and Twitter at JUST_FRANNIEK.
On both?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh, you changed. You synced them.
Yeah.
Nice. Branding.
Brand
synergy.
Every variation of my nickname is just like taken somewhere other than.
I love Splubble. I'm Chris. I've been playing Din Din, and you can find me on the internet at Tenamito. Hey, I want to shout out Patrick Vest. We all love you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Patrick.
Patrick.
Yeah.
Patrick, we miss you.
Thanks
hope
for
you were doing
shouting
all right, Patrick.
him out, Chris.
Yeah, if we weren't already all talking on top of each other, I would add Patrick to this in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Well, thank you. Great. Okay, thank you, everybody. We'll be back next week. Check the other QueueTime shows out and be safe, please.
Yes, please.
Okay, bye.
Bye.